How are things going for everyone? Greetings from the CryptoZX channel once again, no matter where you are in the world. Happy Sunday. I sincerely hope that everyone is enjoying their weekend as I am, in order to give you guys a little vacation. I thought it would be good to take a little time to unwind during the past 2 days. I can assure you everyone that these markets are here to stay. Therefore, when it comes to taking a short break and unwinding, give yourself a little time. Well, but let's look at the market, Bring up XRP. If you look at the market as a whole, you can see that it is gradually returning to the green. We're observing something really intriguing happening at the moment. There are currently many Solana SPL tokens available, in addition to the native Solana tokens. Sol up, around 4.4%, GTO Sol, Jupiter. Well, you guys understand. However, let's examine it more closely and have a thorough understanding of what is now going on with XRP. Additionally, it is one of the few coins that is currently rising, having increased by roughly 1% in the last day. Looking at the past hour, you can see that everything appears to be up at this moment, which is obviously wonderful. However, the weekend is still here. There is greater manipulation on the weekends than usual since we don't want to forget that. CME futures are closed. The price of XRP is up 1.1% in USD and 1.5%. In Bitcoin at $216, the 24-hour trading volume is approximately $1.2 billion, whereas the comparative valuation is $127 billion. As always, though, a brief disclaimer is necessary before we go. This channel does not offer financial advice. Always conduct your own research and due diligence before making a cryptocurrency investment. As a result, HSBC Hong Kong is currently promoting tokenization, bond issuance, and blockchain initiatives in custody. They anticipate a boom in the tokenization of real-world assets on public chains within the next 2 to 5 years. Are we taken aback? Take a look at what's going on with tokenization worldwide. Take a peek at what's occurring with blockchain, which is being seen as a breakthrough technology. And many people ignore these things that are happening right in front of us right now. We're going to keep reminding you guys on this channel that these are the things you don't want to be ignoring. Yes, we discuss the native token, price, and other things on a daily basis. It goes without saying that consumers like to see spectacular moves. But sometimes there's more to it than simply checking the price every day to see what it's doing. Looking at them are the big things you truly want to be. You don't really want to be forgetting that the digital asset market is changing and that things are changing. This Wednesday is the Federal Reserve's next rate decision. Either a rise, decrease, or another pause will be observed. Many individuals are expecting that there won't be a rate cut at this time, as we talked about in my previous update there. Are almost 100% of voters who are considering these betting platforms, as well as speculators. When it comes to the broader public, many continue to believe that there will not be a rate drop, even if this is all obviously speculative. However, that makes me really question if that will actually be the case. For example, suppose there isn't a rate cut. Are we all in agreement that the market believes there won't be a rate cut? Will we witness the exact reverse occurring? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, as that's a fascinating topic I'm currently monitoring. If you're looking at the UK, a lot has been going on, and this week there's a G7 summit. If you're looking at the neighboring country, Canada, a lot has been going on. Will there be any kind of settlement to all of these tariffs and negotiations that are taking place? The next few days are really important. Please share your thoughts on that in the comments section below. However, observe what Zoom says. Pay attentive and avoid panic selling. He is clearly referring to the price of Bitcoin. A lot of people don't realize that Bitcoin is still on the edge of reaching an all-time high. This is something that many people are ignoring. Take a look at Bitcoin's current strength. Take a look at the power of Bitcoin, the market leader. See how it is moving. It is literally about to surpass its highest point ever. I sincerely hope that anyone who is going to publicly declare that we are in a naked market is considering it from a different perspective, as that isn't the situation at the moment. On the other hand, Ripple can sustain the TPS needed to match Swift's volume going forward. In a short time, Ripple will take over the payment industry. Furthermore, as we are aware, Brad Gerling has stated that in the upcoming years, Ripple may actually capture up to 14% of Swift's market value. I apologize, but in the very near future, not in like years from now. That clearly demonstrates you. According to Andrew, Ripple is genuinely one of the few people in the industry who are more concerned with teamwork than with bringing others down. I couldn't be more in agreement with it. So, after a $10 trillion trust was established, Ripple 50 receives 179,526 OUGs. Massive, enormous, enormous things. Furthermore, according to crypto-based XRP top is not yet available. I have set a minimum goal of $8. Remember, this is a person's own goal. Crypto-based is, anticipating $8. I wanted to share this with you all in order to give you a better understanding of what people are expecting. The majority of people are expecting this to occur in the second half of the year, which naturally begins in July, when the second half of the year officially begins. Although it doesn't necessarily indicate that it will happen in July, historically speaking, the market is characterized by severe, parabolic, and bull markets, where altcoins tend to go crazy later in the third quarter and clearly into the fourth. So, will history truly repeat itself? Well, everything has been proceeding according to plan so far. We'll see what transpires. However, as you can see, $8 is the minimal goal. I don't believe the market has completely priced in the SEC ruling that it is not a security. Holders of XRP are going to profit greatly. I'll make a public announcement here when it's time to sell. You'll be sorry you didn't follow me. More. This is merely CryptoBeast's personal viewpoint. If someone were to come out and say, they can top the market up perfectly, I wouldn't believe it. There are different ways to look at it, of course, and there are ways to make educated guesses, but no one really knows where the top is. However, the way XRP has been coiling and consolidating, this is giving me a big hint. Given what Bitcoin is doing right now, that the breakout is coming sooner than you think, and moving forward. Look what R says, the Interledger protocol is a free open source, a neutral web protocol that provides an interface for different ledgers to interact and maintain their balances in their own units. And if you look at the dominance index here, you can see that only yesterday, dominance was at 65%. Additionally, we have somewhat declined, which naturally is contributing to the altcoin market's upward trend. 106,274, but it has not yet retested a significant resistance level at 106,800. I've talked to you guys about this a lot. At this point, we're witnessing a rejection, which is the level to watch for in the next few hours. We want to break out of that range to you, push towards you, and definitely right. As I mentioned, if you're considering XRP, you should do it before it coils. Whether or not dominance is this high, it has been consolidating beautifully. As many people do, you don't want to ignore the fact that XRP is at the 38-point Fibonacci retracement level. But I know that true XRP holders are aware of how well XRP is holding. I'll make it easy for you guys to realize that we need to break out of the $2.31 range, turn it into support, and begin pushing up to the 23.66. The market is currently consolidating, and you are definitely aware of the main resistance. There. Limited Demon is the source of it. What do you guys think? Later, we'll see you.